This is KHQ Local News at 5.
Good evening. Straight ahead tonight at 5 o'clock. The Hells Angels under fire tonight in Spokane for reportedly sending a letter to a man threatening his life. We'll explain why next. Plus, a burglar accused of breaking into more than 35 shops over the last 3 weeks has now been linked to a gun that was used on a gang-related shooting. Details on that story ahead. And a popular rest stop on the way to Seattle, a magnet for unsavory characters and crime. Shelley Fontaine reports on what authorities say happens there and what they're doing to fight it. But first, good evening. I'm Sean Owsley. Dana and Stephanie have the night off tonight. And tonight, inside the Spokane County Jail, we're getting our first look at the moments after federal agents and members of the Joint Terrorism Task Force arrested a Stevens County man. Authorities accuse Kevin Harpham of trying to blow up a backpack bomb placed near Martin Luther King Parade in January. KHQ Local News requested Harpham's booking photo from federal authorities, and today we obtained those pictures. KHQ Local News reporter Anthony Gomez live at the federal building with the latest on those photographs. Anthony? More information on this story tonight in response to the bomb left along the parade route in downtown Spokane back on Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. The NAACP will hold a march this Sunday. The march from 3 to 6 will start at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena and end at Riverfront Park. National NAACP President and CEO Todd Jellis will be in Spokane to lead that march. NAACP spokespeople saying the march is to promote peace and justice. After a crackdown last month on the Hells Angels clubhouse, the FBI is now investigating a new twist tonight. A Spokane man says he received a threatening letter that he believes is from the outlaw motorcycle gang. KHQ Local News reporter Chelsea Kopta explains. What is new right now, a 31-year-old pilot recovering from pretty serious injuries after he crashed a crop dusting plane into trees near the Idaho town of Palouse. You see a map of the area. The FAA says Morgan Stanton was spraying a nearby farm field, clipped a line of trees, sending his plane crashing to the ground. Stanton suffered a broken arm and an injured knee. He's being treated tonight in the Pullman Regional Hospital. New right now, Spokane firefighters just clearing the scene of a house fire at 650 South A Street. Firefighters say a woman who lives in that house was melting wax on her stovetop to make candles. Her candle making material had caught fire and quickly spread to the cabinets where it got out of control. Firefighters quickly got that fire out. No injuries tonight, only minor damage. A California man was killed about 2 o'clock this morning while traveling at what Idaho State Police are calling a high rate of speed. It happened on Highway 41 near Old Town. ISP says 39-year-old Dwayne Madden of Whittier, California, drove off the west shoulder of Highway 41, hit several signs and trees as he slid off an embankment. His 2005 Cadillac then rolled several times before landing on its top in the yard of a home. It is thought Madden was in that area visiting family. Well, as summer approaches and more people are getting out of town, that means more stops at the rest areas along the way. And as KHQ Local News reporter Shelley Fontaine discovered, it's no place to let your guard down. This item just in from the Spokane Sheriff's Office that one of their deputies, Dan Knight, was arrested for drunk driving in Kootenai County. Deputy Knight is assigned to the downtown precinct. He's a firearms instructor and is currently on his assigned days off. We're told an investigation is underway right now to determine whether the deputy violated any Sheriff's Office policies. A crime alert tonight and a criminal investigation into a serial burglar that Spokane police busted by using GPS technology just keeps getting more and more complicated. Today we learned that accused burglary suspect Robert Freites is believed to have stolen a gun that was later used in a gang-related killing. Freites is not accused in the murder, but police believe he stole a Ruger mini rifle, sold it to a friend, who then sold it to Edward Thomas, who police believe used it to shoot and kill John Williams last year. Right now, he's at Geiger Correction Center, accused of more than 3 dozen burglaries in the past few months. He targeted beauty, nail tanning, and tattoo salons. Police say he was burglarizing to fuel a meth addiction. Well, it was no April Fool's joke when Spokane Sheriff's deputies arrested a 32-year-old burglar minutes into April 1st. This happened just after midnight this morning at the Pines Manor Apartments in the 500 block of North Pines. Deputies found Lugman Muhammad running from the manager's office with a lockbox under his arm. Muhammad was suspended without pay from his job. Deputies say he gambled away most of his last paycheck to cover rent. When that didn't pan out, he found himself at the apartment complex. Muhammad then was arrested on burglary charges. Well, today is the day the defending national champion Eastern Washington football team launching its quest for a repeat. The Eags begin spring practice, and practice started about an hour ago. SWX Sports anchor Michelle Dapper live at Roos Field with more. Michelle, good evening. It seems like a few days ago they won that title. Michelle, thank you very much. We're live from Cheney tonight. Well, today is April 1st, which means traditionally April Fool's Day. You've posted on our Facebook page some of your favorite pranks, but today some big names also got in on the fun, including the U.S. Army. We'll explain next. Plus, we're starting a new month, about 2 weeks into a new season. What will April look like? Hopefully better. Bill Kelly has your April Outlook next. Next on Invest Northwest, healthcare, cutting-edge technology, strengthening that relationship, and then harnessing it financially to strengthen our region's economy. This morning, we focus on an upcoming event designed to do specifically that. Industry leaders coming together to generate new ideas and shed light on key technology and the financial benefits for not only the healthcare industry, but our region. Invest Northwest for April 3rd, 2011 starts now. Well, good Sunday morning to you. I'm Sean Owsley. Welcome to Invest Northwest. Glad you're with us once again this week. And this morning we're looking at an event that's bringing together some of the brightest minds and the best our region has to offer in the healthcare industry. But before that, let's get a snapshot of healthcare in our area and how it's affected about a half dozen major hospitals in the region that take patients. Just last year, the industry brought in $2.6 billion. That is 12% of Spokane County's total economic output. Healthcare jobs employ more than 35,000 people. Hospitals on the INHS Health Information Exchange Network ranked as the 100 most wired in the nation by Hospitals and Health Networks magazine. Greater Spokane Incorporated telling us that the health sector continues to increase and is expected to keep growing. And that sets the stage. How does this region build on that momentum going forward? And my guest this morning is Bill Kalivas from Launchpad. Bill, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you, Sean.
First of all, for our viewers that are not familiar with Launchpad, you're co-founder. Just give us an outline of what you do. All right, Bill, let's step back. Healthcare is the focus right now. You have an event coming up on April 12th that I'm honored to MC for you as we work together on this project. Why is this important and why the time now for this? And the medical school, I think it's key to, it's kind of the periphery of the medical school, which has obviously been hotly debated, and we've covered it extensively here on Invest Northwest. Still up in the air, not sure of the future, but it looks promising, at least long term, according to Greater Spokane Incorporated. On the periphery of that, why do you have to augment that? And I know that's what you're trying to do. Do you kind of model your events to kind of create a light bulb moment for somebody to learn something new, to think out of the box, and then say, how can I be a piece of this larger healthcare puzzle? Thanks for being here.
All right.
We'll take a break. You're watching Invest Northwest. We're back in a minute.